Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will open our presentation. We are from group 4. We will present material about the material is need tambah verb tambah ing, need to be tambah past participle, say and tell, borrow and lend. My name is Rika Arianti. I will explain the first material about need tambah verb tambah ing and need to be tambah past participle. Nah, need tambah verb tambah ing and need to be tambah past participle used to state the need for improvement. We ask the word need to express express something we need or need to do. In English, we ask the need the things we think are necessary to do. Need is verb. Besides need also is noun. In bahasa, need tambah verb tambah ing and need to be tambah past participle digunakan untuk menyatakan kebutuhan untuk perbaikan. Nah, kita menggunakan kata perlu untuk mengekspresikan sesuatu yang perlu atau perlu kita lakukan. Dalam bahasa Inggris, kita menggunakan kebutuhan dalam mengekspresikan hal-hal yang perlu atau perlu kita pikir untuk dilakukan. We ask need to express the things we think are necessary to do. Okay. The first basic form sama dengan need. Third person singular form verb 1 sama dengan needs. The form verb ing sama dengan needing. Form past and perfect tense sama dengan needed. Basic form berarti bentuk dasar. Bentuk dasarnya adalah need. Terus third person singular form verb berarti dia menggunakan verb 1. Jadi dia ditambahkan s di akhir kata. Terus the form verb ing. Verb ing berarti dia menggunakan ing di akhir kata. Oke. Form past and perfect tense. Nah, di sini dia menggunakan it di akhir kata dari needed. Oke, selanjutnya kita masuk di example. Example number 1, the first. Nah, number 1, contoh dari verb need tambah verb tambah ing, yaitu that sofa needs cleaning again. Contoh dari need to be tambah past participle, that sofa needs to be cleaned again. Nah, yang membedakan dari kedua kalimat tersebut kan verb need tambah verb ing, berarti dia mempunyai needs dan mempunyai verb ing. Oke. Yang kedua, dia that sofa needs to be cleaned again. Dia mempunyai need to be and cleaned. Past participle dia menunjukkan bahwa it. Sedangkan verb ing dia menunjukkan kata ing di akhir kata. Okay, maybe that's all I can explain. The next material will be followed by Eva Nuris. Okay, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Eva Nuris. I'm from group 4. Okay, right now I will bring my material about say. So the meaning of say is mengatakan or memberitahukan sesuatu kepada seseorang. And say is intransitive verb, so it does not need require an object. Jadi say itu adalah intransitive verb, jadi dia itu tidak butuh objek. Nah, the kinds of say ada 3. Yang pertama itu say used to refer someone's work. Jadi yang pertama itu say digunakan untuk memberitahukan sesuatu kepada seseorang atau mengatakan sesuatu kepada seseorang. Nah, for example, okay. Jadi for example, she said I'm thirsty. I will give 1 glass of water. Jadi artinya itu dia berkata kalau dia itu haus dan saya akan memberikan segelas air. Nah, di sini she sebagai subjek. Di sini dia menggunakan verb 3 karena dia itu sudah lampau. Dan for another example, like he say, I'm hungry. I will make fried rice for you. Jadi artinya itu dia berkata kalau dia itu lapar. Saya akan membuatkan nasi goreng untukmu. Oke, I think that's all from my material, and the next material will be continued by my friend. Okay, thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, welcome back with me. I will continue the material from Evanuris. The material is say is followed by to before the object. It means to clarify to whom the word is intended. For example, 1. Please say a few words to me before you leave. 2. Say hello to your friend. And 3. Say something to your parent before you go. The next is say is used to ask about language. For example, 1. Do you know how to say cloth in American? 2. How do you say thank you in British? And last is the kinds of tell. Tell is used to inform or instruct. It means to give someone, to say to someone to information or instruction. For example, 1. Could you tell me the way to Haloleo University Place? 2. Could you tell the children go to bed? And 3. Could you tell me the true something? Maybe just that I can give you. That's all for me. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mardika Walanda. I'm from group 9 and I want to explain about tell. Tell as a verb. The definition of tell is 1. Communicate information, fact or news to someone in spoken or written words. For example, I told her you were coming. 2. Decide or determine correctly or with certainty. For example, you can tell they are in love. Tell is followed directly by the object. For example, Nina tell me that she want to go to Medan. Tell is used for narration. For example, could you tell me where do you live? Say something versus tell someone something. Say something, for example, he said that he went to Medan last week. For tell someone something is, for example, she told me that she bought a new shoes. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you for your attention.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Asmarullah from group 4. I'm going to present you about say and tell and some formulas about say and tell. Say and tell are irregular verbs. We use say and tell in different ways in reported speech. Say focuses on the word someone said, and tell focuses more on the content or message of what someone said. There are some formulas about how to use say and tell. First formula is say plus that clause. For example, she said that she didn't feel well. I said that it was entirely his fault. Second formula is tell plus object pronoun plus that clause. For example, mother told me that she wanted to go to shopping. He told me that he was 17 years old. Third formula is tell plus object pronoun plus clause or how to plus infinitive. For example, he didn't tell me who he was. He told me how to do it. The fourth formula is tell plus object pronoun plus to infinitive. For example, she told me to leave her alone. My parents told me to stay at home. Okay, that's all for me, and thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For example, she told me to leave her alone. My parents told me to stay at home. Okay, that's all for me, and thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi there. Is this the final straw? Do you want to move so far away that you can brag about it? Would you rather tear out your brains?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Nurfaisin Fazira from Group 4. Today I'm going to share you about between borrow and lend. Oke, tentang apa perbedaan dari borrow dan lend. Oke, the first is borrow. Borrow is take something from someone for limited time. Nah, dalam bahasa Indonesia artinya borrow adalah meminjam, di mana ada beberapa waktu yang diberikan dan disepakati untuk dikembalikan. And the formula from borrow is borrow plus something plus from, di mana borrow is meminjam and plus something is sesuatu and plus from is dari. Example like I borrow 20 key from my brother, and I is subject, borrow is meminjam, and 20 key is something, and my brother, and from is dari, and my brother is object. And we must forget about borrow is the key. It means to receive, and borrow sama dengan receive, artinya menerima. And the second is lend. Lend is give something to someone for limited time. Istilahnya dalam bahasa Indonesia artinya meminjami, di mana masih dalam aspek for limited time, masih disepakati dalam waktu meminjami ada periode-periode yang disepakati untuk dikembalikan. So dari kata memberi ini jauh dari kata memberi dan tidak harap kembali, tapi kalau lend itu meminjami tapi butuh untuk dikembalikan. And the formula from lend is lend plus something plus to, di mana lend artinya meminjami, something artinya sesuatu, dan to artinya kepada. Example like my brother lend 20 key to me. Artinya saudaraku meminjami saya 20.000. Dan my brother is subject, lend is meminjami, 20 key is something, and to me is kepada, artinya kepada saya. Or my brother lend me 20 key is the formula lend plus somebody plus to. We must remember about lend is means to give. Artinya lend di sini memiliki peran memberi. Nah, another example is first, could you blah 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 me your Ferrari? And the answer is lend, because we must remember about lend and borrow. Lend is give and borrow is receive. And The second is no way. Last time you blah 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 my Ferrari, you crashed it. And the answer is borrow. Why the answer is borrow? Because no way, last time you blah 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 my Ferrari, you crashed it. Last time you borrow my Ferrari, you crashed it. And we must remember borrow is receive. Artinya di sini beberapa waktu yang lalu kamu memberikan saya Ferrarimu. Dan the third is I blah 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 this t-shirt from Felicity. And the answer is borrow. Why borrow? Because borrow it means receive. And maksudnya dia menerima t-shirt dari Felicity. And the fourth is, did you him your PS4? Which one is it? And the answer is lend. Why lend? Because we must remember lend it means give. Artinya, apakah kamu memberikan dia PSP 4-mu? Did you lend him your PS4? Okay. And the conclusion about my material about between lend and borrow are, we must remember borrow means to receive and lend means to give. Okay, thanks for your attention. I hope you understand about my material. Thank you for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.